What's up everyone, it's David. Welcome back to Gem Mint MTG, where we talk about all things related to graded Magic the Gathering cards. Today's going to be a fun mail day, going to be going through some Christmas mail that I've been piling up for the last few weeks. Go through the cards, show you what I've been buying, why I've talked to you about why I've been purchasing them, all kinds of stuff in here. Graded cards, reserved list cards, fun stuff too that I think you'll get a kick out of. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a great Christmas holiday weekend with your friends and family. I know that I am, and I'm excited to sneak away for a little while and record this video for you. Alright, let's get into these cards. Alright, let's get into this mail. Merry Christmas everybody, happy holidays. I hope you're having a great time with your loved ones. I know I've had a nice Christmas weekend. Hope you're all having fun as well. This is kind of like Christmas morning for me. This mail has been building up for the last 6 to 8 weeks or so. And yeah, time for another mail day. Trying to do about one a month. So, starting off here, we got a graded card. Ooh, Beta Spellblast, 9/5, Gem Mint. Really nice. I've been trying to collect, if you followed my videos, I've been trying to collect graded beta commons and uncommons even. I just feel like there's a great market for them, a great future for them, and I've just been trying to slowly build up my collection of graded beta cards, and so I've been picking up commons and uncommons when I see them for a good price. I felt like this was a good addition to my collection. Really cool artwork on this one, gem in condition, absolutely beautiful, really nice. So there will be graded stuff in here. There will be raw stuff too, stuff for decks, all kinds of stuff. Let's take a look what we got here. Okay, this is probably stuff for deck. Yep. What do we got here? Oh, okay, a couple copies of Preacher from the Dark. Really cool card. So this is a rare from the Dark, reserved list rare from the Dark. I actually got this for a deck that I'm building. I build like a lot of like old school kitchen table Magic decks, and I had been wanting to build a black-white deck, and this is one of the cards in that deck. And yeah, I just think it's the kind of card that's probably not going to get any cheaper over time. You know, the fact that I can still pick these up for like, I think I got these for like 30 something each. They're moderately played, not something I would grade or anything. They're just played copies for decks. But yeah, I'm really bullish on cards like this from the Dark. You know, the Dark used to be like, there was like, you know, Maze of Ith and Ball Lightning were like the two cards from the Dark, but now there's so many cool, unique, rare, reserve list cards from the Dark, and yeah, I'm trying to build positions in those. A lot of them because I want to have them for decks, and I feel like they just keep getting more and more expensive. So I actually have 2 more of these, so this finishes my playset of these, and yeah, really neat card. I'd love to find copies worth grading, but it is so hard to find. If anyone's tried to find cards from the Dark that are just like in pristine, well-centered, gradable condition, it is really hard. I don't know what it is about the Dark, but man, it's just like the print quality maybe was a little lower or something, but I've just found it's really hard to find really pristine cards from the Dark. Let's see what else we got here. Okay, oh boy. Oh boy, this is, you guys know this is one of my favorite undervalued reserve list cards that I'm super bullish on. So this is another playset of Dream Halls. I love this card. I'm still buying them. I'm trying to get gradable copies. So I bought another playset of Near Mint Dream Halls. Hopefully some of these are gradable. I'll pull these out of the sleeves and take a closer look at them when I get some time. But yeah, I'm still buying these. I'm really bullish on these. I've talked about it before. And yeah, just kind of putting my money where my mouth is. I still believe in the card. I'm still buying it. And yeah, I'm happy to have a few more copies. Hopefully there's 1 or 2 of these that's in really, really nice condition that'll be, I can add to the ones that I'm collecting. I'm trying to build up, between probably 5 or 6 gradable copies that I'll send in at once. And yeah, that's what we got going here. Another playset of Dream Halls. I'll add it to the Dream Hall collection. I've got quite a few of them. I think I'm up to, I don't know, probably about a dozen or more Dream Halls. Really bullish on the card. Love the card. In terms of like unique reserve list rares, oh, absolutely love it. What do we got here? Okay, Felwar Stone from the Dark. Nice. There's a few cards in here. Let's see what we got. So this is... Oh, and then 2 Mazes of It. Nice. So these are more cards from the Dark. All of these are from the Dark. These two, like I had bought 2 Preachers, 2 Felwar Stones, and 2 Mazes of It from the Dark. And these are finishing those play sets. So now I have a play set of each of Preacher, Felwar Stone, and Maze of Ith, all from the original printing from the Dark. I think they're awesome. I like having the original printing for old school kitchen table decks that I build. And for you know, EDH, I play a lot of EDH too. And I like having like the original versions of cards for my EDH decks. So nice to have a play set of all of these iconic cards from the Dark. So yeah, pretty cool. I'll put those over here. So yeah, these are going to go in the deck that I'm building that has Preacher in it. So yeah, it's a lot of cards from the Dark. That's going to be a fun deck. Maybe I'll show that deck one day. It's kind of weird, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Let's see what we got here. Another graded card. What do we got? Ooh, beta feedback. Nice. Quentin Hoover art, beta, gem mint condition. Everything that I said about Spell Blast applies to this card. I'm just really bullish on high grade beta, even commons and uncommons. Yeah, I feel like these cards are still affordable, and I am picking them up when I see them for a good price, especially the ones that have great art by my favorite artists. And this is one of the ones where I absolutely love the artwork on this card. It's so cool. Trying to get a nice... There we go. Yeah, they're just so unique. Quentin Hoover has such a cool art style that to me this is almost like, as much as it is a vintage Magic card, a graded vintage Magic card, this is like an art piece to me. Like it's just so cool, and it has a nice, you know, like a display case. It's almost like a frame for the card, you know, if you look at it as a piece of art. Yeah, trying to grow my graded beta collection here and there, even commons and uncommons. Okay, let's keep this moving. What have we got here? Some more raw cards. Oh, playset of Mishra's Bauble. Nice. Okay, so I also play modern. I play just about every format except standard. Never been a big standard player. Too much to keep track of, to be honest. I like non-rotating formats, as I can like kind of adapt my decks as new things come out. But yeah, I have been wanting to build a modern deck that uses Urza, Lord High Artificer, because I feel like it's kind of like a sleeper card in the modern format right now. And part of that deck is going to be 4 copies of Mishra's Bauble. So yeah, I got these on eBay. I got the whole playset for like $20, like $5 a card shipped. So I thought it was a great deal. I mean, these are not cheap. These are usually like, I think they're like $10-15 each. So I felt like I saw the listing. I was like, snap buy. Yep, getting those now. I don't think I'm going to get any cheaper than $5 a card. So happy to get a playset of Mishra's Baubles. Nice. Let's see. Let's move on to some Card Kingdom stuff. So these, I got a couple packages from Card Kingdom. A lot of the stuff that I get from Card Kingdom, most of it actually, is stuff that I get with trade-in value. So most of the stuff you see here that comes from Card Kingdom, it's typically me trading in cards that I'm not using anymore, and then I use that store credit to convert it into other stuff that I want. All right, so let's see what else we got in here. This is Unlimited Disenchant. I think there's a whole playset of those in here. Yep, there's 4 Unlimited Disenchants. So this is also for that vintage deck that I'm building. And yeah, these are played condition. These are just for playing with. Ooh, wow, look at that guy. This one went through the washer. Some of these look fine. They're played, but they'll be at a sleeve. They're for decks, not anything with a lot of financial value. I just like having the oldest printing, the oldest printing that I can afford, to be honest. And yeah, these were played copies on Card Kingdom. I think I got them for like $2 each, and yeah, I feel like it was a cool addition to my vintage collection for decks, and it's going to be in this deck that has Preacher in it, so you can kind of see the cards that I'm using for that deck. There's a whole bunch of other stuff, but yeah, this is cards that I'm picking up to finish off that deck. And then what do we got here? Oh boy, another David card, Griffin Canyon. I love Griffin Canyon, and my other favorite undervalued reserve list card, my boy Zeralan. 2 play sets. I've talked about this card before. I like the card a lot. It's a reserve list rare from Mirage. I feel like Mirage and other Silver Age sets have been kind of undervalued and underappreciated for a while now. And I think that people are starting to recognize how cool and unique these cards are. And being reserve lists, it makes the cards special. And these are not going to get reprinted anymore. It has a very relevant ability, especially for EDH, being able to search your library for any dragon card and put it into play. It's extremely powerful. It's unique. It's reserve list. It's Silver Age. I'm really bullish on cards like this. Cards like Dream Halls. I kind of consider this very, very similar. Dream Halls is obviously a much more powerful card, more of a combo card, and this is just more of a fun, unique card. And yeah, so a lot of times what I do, I got these 2 play sets from Card Kingdom, and I often trade in stuff that I'm not using anymore, stuff that I pull from old decks, or any extra stuff that I have that I'm not using anymore, or stuff that I have that's appreciated in value pretty well, and I want to kind of cash out and lock those in. A lot of times I trade that in for store credit, and I get cards that I'm really bullish on for the future. And I like to kind of do that. I kind of like to recycle parts of my collection and get rid of stuff that I'm not using that's just sitting around, and put it into stuff that I'm bullish on for the future. And so that's what I'm doing here. I absolutely love this card. I have many copies of it. And part of the reason that I get a number of copies of these is I'm buying them with the intention of grading them. That's why I have so many copies of Dream Halls. It's why I have so many copies of Zeralan of the Claw and other cards, some that I haven't even talked about. But I do that because I want to have pristine copies that I can grade myself. I like grading my own cards. I've done it a number of times, and I'm taking this time while BGS and PSA are pretty much closed. Like, obviously I'm not going to do a premium submission on a Zeralan of the Claw. It's not worth it. But when the time comes and the grading companies open up again, I want to be ready. I want to have all the copies of cards. I want to have gone through the ones, picked out the ones that are in pristine condition, get my order ready, and the day that happens, I'm going to submit. And this is one of my favorite cards that I want to grade on my own. So yes, I'm buying a lot of copies. Part of it is because I'm bullish on the card, and I want to have copies that I can keep, that I can sell, but a lot of it is because I want to have copies that I can grade in the future. So that's what I'm doing. I'm building positions in these cards with the intention of grading them, and that's why you see, multiple copies of some cards. Okay, got a few more here. Let's see. Okay, so Okay, let's do this one. This one's gonna be fun. Give me a second. I'm going to move some of this stuff out of the way and make space for this next thing. It's gonna be big. Okay, so this next one, this is something really unique and something that I wanted to share with everybody. These are magic cards, but not magic cards that you're probably used to seeing. I wanted to pick these up because I think they're a really cool part of, just kind of magic memorabilia, vintage magic memorabilia. Shout out Dual Brain, he's always posting about stuff like this. Dual Brain. But yeah, so these are oversized cards. You can see here, this is the Siobhan Dragon. I got a whole bunch of these. There was somebody auctioning a whole bunch of these off on eBay. And yeah, so I got a whole bunch of them. So you can see this Siobhan Dragon, all the basic lands, island, forest, plains, mountain, and swamp. Just really cool. There's a few more here, but I just want to kind of highlight some of these. Really neat artwork and just in these giant oversized cards. Yeah, they're so cool. I'd like to one day um, build a kind of like a display for like YouTube videos or something, and I thought these would be a cool part of that display. So that's part of the reason that I got these. There's a few more here. So these are lands, basic lands in the Siobhan Dragon. And then here's some more cards. Hurricane, Hydroblast, Carplucent Forest, Addercar Waste, and Brushland. So you got a whole bunch of them here. 10 different, 10 different oversized cards. And then one more, Chaos Orb. A gigantic Chaos Orb. So cool. Yeah, I just thought these were cool. I mean, they're not an investment or anything. This is just for fun. I think these are really cool. Some of them are not not really expensive. The Chaos Orb and the Siobhan Dragon were actually not cheap. These were a lot more expensive than the other ones, obviously because they're more iconic cards. But yeah, I just thought they were so cool, and I thought that one day, making a display with these would be a lot of fun. And so, yeah, I thought they were a really cool addition to my collection. And yeah, Dual Brain, do you have any of these? I'm really curious to hear because you're always posting videos with like, kind of like magic memorabilia, binders, boxes, and stuff like that. Do you have any of these? We'll see. But yeah, I thought these are really cool. Wanted to show you guys. Really neat. All right, I think we got just one more thing to go through, and then we'll wrap this up. What have we got here? Another graded card. That's a 9. We know that. A Nettling Imp from Beta. Nice. Really cool. Quentin Hoover artwork, you can see. I love Quentin Hoover, one of my favorite Magic artists. And yeah, I've talked about in this video about I really like collecting graded, beta, even commons and uncommons, especially, ones that have, iconic artwork or that are, really cool game pieces and stuff. It's just one of the things in my collection that I'm really trying to build. So I have quite a bit of graded beta now. I'll have to show it all one day, but I've just been picking up stuff here and there every few weeks or once or twice a month. I'll find a common or uncommon from beta that's in a high grade that's at a good price, and I'll pick it up. And so I've been doing that for the last year or two, and so I've just been kind of slowly adding to that part of my collection. And here, as you can see, there's 3 additions to that part of my collection. 2 Quentin Hoover artworks and then the Spell Blast. So really cool cards. I really am bullish on anything, vintage, beta, graded, or, if you like Arabian Nights or Legends and stuff like that. Any high grade vintage Magic that you can still get at a kind of lower price point. I'm really bullish on cards like that. I like having them. I don't think they're going to be getting cheaper ever. I think they'll continue to increase in value, and I think they're really cool parts of my collection that I enjoy having. So there you go. There's some graded stuff. All right, let's lay some stuff out and wrap this video up. All right, so just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. To everyone who's subscribed to the channel, I really appreciate the support. This was something that I have been wanting to do for a while, start a YouTube channel about graded Magic cards, because there's just wasn't a lot of people on YouTube talking about it a lot, and like I would always search for graded Magic, and you know, you find stuff, but it's mostly about really high-end collecting, you know, not really much about stuff that's you know, more affordable for other people. And you know, while I do enjoy collecting high-end cards, I do have parts of my collection that are more high-end. I really like stuff that's lower value. I love reserve list cards. I love Silver Age cards. There's so much variety. And yeah, I really appreciate the support, the likes, the subscribers. You know, I really appreciate it. It's been a lot of fun starting this channel. And as we wrap up the year 2021 here, I just really want to say thank you to everyone that's joined the channel. If you're not already a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. Join in the fun. Talk about graded cards all the time here on Gem MTG. And I'm really happy to be part of the community, and I really appreciate all the support throughout this year. So thank you so much, everyone. I really hope you enjoyed taking a look at the stuff that I'm buying. I'm still bullish on Silver Age Reserve List. I love graded vintage stuff. I love funny stuff like gigantic chaos orbs. There's a lot of variety in my collection. I like a lot of diversity in my collection, like I've talked about. And yeah, I thank you so much for joining the channel. To everybody out there, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, and take care. Until next time, thanks. Have a great one.